Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that holds so many of us back. Something that whispers in our ear and tells us to stay put, stay safe, and not to risk it. I'm talking about the fear of failure. But I want to share a powerful Japanese proverb that completely flips this idea on its head. Shippai wa siko no moto. It means, failure is the foundation of success. Isn't that a beautiful way to look at it? Not as an end, but as a beginning. Think about it. When you were a baby, did you just stand up and start running a marathon? Of course not. You tried to stand, you wobbled, you fell a lot. You probably bumped your head a few times, but did you decide, well, walking is clearly not for me. I guess I'll just crawl forever. No, each fall, each wobble was a lesson. Your brain was learning about balance, your muscles were getting stronger. Every single failure was a necessary building block, the very foundation of your eventual success in walking. This principle doesn't just disappear when we grow up, it applies to everything we do. Learning a new language, starting a business, mastering an instrument, even just trying a new recipe. Failure is simply data, it's feedback. It tells you, okay, that approach didn't work. Let's try something different. It's not a judgment on your worth or your ability. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He saw every failed attempt not as a dead end, but as one step closer to the solution. He was building his foundation, one failure at a time. So why are we so afraid of it? I think a lot of it comes from how we're raised in our education system. We're often taught that getting the wrong answer is bad. We get a big red X on our paper. We're conditioned to seek perfection from the very first try. But life isn't a multiple choice test. There's rarely a single right answer, and the path to getting things right is almost always paved with getting things wrong first. We start to associate failure with shame and embarrassment. We worry about what other people will think. They'll laugh at me, or they'll think I'm not smart enough. But here's the truth. The people who truly achieve great things are the ones who have failed the most. J.K. Rowling's manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by 12 publishers before one finally said yes. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He later said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." He understood that Shippai wa siko no moto. He wasn't afraid to miss the shot. He was afraid of never taking it in the first place. That's the real tragedy. The real failure isn't falling down, it's refusing to get back up. The real failure is letting the fear of what might happen stop you from doing anything at all. It's the regret of the untried idea, the unsung song, the unwritten book. That's a much heavier weight to carry than the temporary sting of a setback. So, how do we start to embrace this mindset? How do we build our own foundation of success? First, we need to redefine what failure means to us. Let's stop seeing it as an endpoint and start seeing it as a checkpoint. It's a moment to pause, learn, and adjust your course. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of beating yourself up, ask curious questions. What can I learn from this? What worked and what didn't? How can I approach this differently next time? This shifts your mindset from one of judgment to one of curiosity and growth. Second, start small. If you're terrified of failure, don't make your first attempt a massive life Wardreth project. Pick something small and low stakes. Try a new hobby you know you'll be bad at initially. The goal isn't to be good. The goal is to get comfortable with the process of learning and not being perfect. Cook a complicated dish, try learning a few chords on a guitar, or write a short story. Celebrate the attempt, not just the outcome. You tried. That's a victory in itself. Third, surround yourself with the right energy. Talk to people who have tried and failed. Share your own stories of setbacks. You'll quickly realize that everyone has them. It's a universal human experience. The more we normalize it, the less power the fear of it has over us. Find a community or friends who cheer on your efforts, not just your perfect results. They will be the ones to help you up when you stumble, dust you off and say, "That was a good try. What's next?" Think of your life as a scientist's lab. Every action is an experiment. Some experiments will yield the results you want, and many won't. But every single one provides valuable information. The fear of a failed experiment is what leads to an empty lab, a place where no discoveries are ever made. Your life is your laboratory. Don't be afraid to make a mess. Don't be afraid of a few small explosions. That's how breakthroughs happen. The fear we should really be concerned with is the fear of stagnation. The fear of looking back in 5, 10, or 20 years and realizing we never went for it. We stayed in the same place. Not because we were happy, but because we were too scared to try for something more. We let the fear of a temporary stumble prevent us from ever starting the race. So I want to leave you with this challenge. This week, I want you to do one thing that scares you a little. One thing where the outcome is uncertain. Where you might fail. It could be speaking up in a meeting, starting that workout program you've been putting off, or sending that email you've been hesitating on. And when you do it, I want you to remember Shippai wa siko no moto. Whatever happens, it's not a failure. It's you laying down another stone in the foundation of your success. The only way to guarantee you'll never reach your goal is to never try. So let's choose to be brave. Let's choose to try, to learn, and to grow. Let's choose to build. Thanks so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos to help you live a more fulfilling life. Let me know in the comments what you're going to try this week. I'd love to hear about it. See you next time.